Hello everyone, I'm Julia and I'm gonna give you a review about a story called The Railway Crossing that included in the book called Bookworms Club Gold. And so you can get this story from this book or from the internet. And in my opinion, this story is really riveting and everyone maybe should read it at least once at its life in order to get a deep insight into strategy, stages of committing crimes, and also emotions connected with it. So I am going kind of ahead, but first of all, I want to represent you the main character. The first one is Mr. Duncan Thwaite. From the first sight, it's really ordinary worker from really from really nice company, and by then we figured out that he committed crimes. Dealing with paper, he has stolen a really big amount of money in order to arrange his marriage. And but his second character, it's that Mr. John Donne revealed it, and so he became a blackmailer. And he began to claim from Mr. Duncan Thwaite a big amount of money in order to hide his crime. And then Mr. Duncan Thwaite was being blackmailed for a really long time, and for him it was really stressful and emotionally and psychologically. You can imagine how this, but you can also imagine how often these situations can appear in our everyday life. Of course, we know a lot. There are a lot of people, white-collar workers that are working at the company and can direct access to the document then from which they can get money and from which they can steal kind of money. Kind of some piece of money, let be, and that's why everyone, in my opinion, can face this situation, and everyone should resolve it with dignity and honor, and also keeping up appearances. But in this matter, it was really really hard for him to refrain himself from committing crime. But then like some kind of circumstances began to impede in his way, and so did he commit it or not, you will know from after reading this book, and I'm not really wanna reveal you the truth. But in my opinion, you should really get deep insight into humans' emotion and feelings, because it's not really easy to take someone's life and become a god, kind of god, and or kind of judge or on another one's destiny, and that's why in my opinion, it can be riveting for everyone to read this story and get a really nice knowledge on situation like this. And what I wanna add as well, it's about our author of this story, Mr. Freeman Wills Croft. From the beginning, he was a really ordinary worker of the railway station. Then he became a railway engineer because he was forced to work really hard in order to get money for living, not for his pleasure. And but then he became a writer, and because Mr. Freeman began to write about crimes connected to US railways, and so his stories became very popular through the population, and so a lot of people became fond of stories connected with crimes committed on the railways and or kind of connected with the railways. So I strongly advise you not to skip it, and also take some more stories from Mr. Freeman and read it in original, and if you can also find other feedbacks, and in order to get deeper insight into what about these stories and how they are written. But in my opinion, what concerning like language and linguistic. These stories are really clearish. The language and isn't really hard to read, even for for people who just began to learn English, or who carry on learning English. And so these stories are quite understandable, and can be available for everyone. Thank you for your attention. I hope I kind of shed a light on the story I just talked about. Goodbye.